You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Hope scaring Carter and Bill being completely disgusted. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got predictions for Hope and Carter, for Brooke and Steffy, for Bill and Poppy, for Finn, Lee, and Luna, and also for Remy and Electra and Ivy. And hey, if you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Let's get started with our very first prediction of the week. Hope scares Carter, and this may make him ripe for the plucking. So, spoilers around this topic. Brooke was working on Carter last week. You saw it. She was reminding him that he stole his best friend's company, and she's, of course, trying desperately to get Ridge back in control of Forrester Creations. And when Carter tried to say they had no choice because the Forresters wouldn't listen about his concept, Brooke, she pushed back. She dropped a truth bomb. I liked it. She told Carter, no, they did listen to you. And then they thought about it. And then they decided it was the wrong move for their company. And Brooke seems to be getting through to Carter, and Steffy also thinks appealing to Carter's conscience is the way to go. So I think she's going to try it too. But next week, as Carter is thinking more about what Brooke said, and it's sunk into his brain, just the level of betrayal that he has engaged in to Ridge and to Eric, men that he considers family, that he cares about. So Carter's going to suggest to Hope that they apologize to the Forresters, and she blows up at Carter. She's upset, she's shocked, she's angry, and kind of outraged, and Hope asks if he actually wants her to apologize to them, where she feels like she was totally the victim and was done wrong. I do think when she freaks out, it might actually scare Carter a little bit with her anger, because he's going to see that even though his conscience is plaguing him, hers does not seem to be plaguing her any at all, not one bit. Our second prediction, Brooke discovers the Steffy plot, but is she going to let it ride? So Brooke's plan came first, but we didn't really see her implement it until this past week when she started laying that huge guilt trip on Carter, which seems to be working. Meanwhile, Steffy's working to have Daphne Rose seduce Carter, but then last week Daphne warned her it might not be so easy. She told Steffy that Carter and Hope have a really strong bond. The good news is Brooke's plan has Carter feeling guilty, and it could drive a wedge between him and Hope that might make it a little easier for Daphne to get in there. Next week, spoilers for Thursday the 13th, have Brooke eavesdropping on Steffie and Daphne, but she only hears some of what they're saying. Brooke doesn't hear the whole depth of the plot or any of that, but she might hear enough to know that there's some sort of anti-Carter plot going on. And since Brooke wants the Forresters to get their company back, she may not say anything. Maybe she's going to let Steffy and Daphne keep on doing what they're doing. Also, next week, Brooke sees Daphne all up on Carter, whispering in his ear, looking kind of intimate. And I wonder if she will bust them or if she will just ignore it because she knows something's got to give. Our third prediction, Bill Spencer disgusted with Poppy, but how will he explain his rage? So last week, Poppy Nzawa went to the prison looking for Luna and was frustrated when the warden wouldn't tell her where's her daughter. Then Finn went up there demanding access to his daughter. He's not getting a lot of answers. And then spoilers for next week have Poppy over at Bill's place. So maybe Poppy is asking Bill to use his influence to help find her daughter. And when Poppy's at his place, it seems that Luna is eavesdropping because she later asked Bill to get a message to her mom. But here's what I wonder. For weeks now, we've had Luna and Bill swapping bad mom horror stories. So he has learned a lot about this woman he used to date and the way that she handled her child growing up and a lot of the lapses in parenting. And now Poppy, the woman who allegedly neglected Luna into being a homicidal maniac, is in his house. Will Bill be polite, or will he go off on Poppy for being a terrible mom? I can't see Bill being polite, and it might stun Poppy, and it also may have her asking, how do you even know this stuff about my past, things that he would only have heard from Luna. Might start her thinking. Our fourth prediction, Finn tells his mom Lee about Luna before he tells anybody else. So on Friday's episode, Finn, bless his heart, he was trying to work up the courage to tell Steffy about his new daughter Luna, but then Steffy brought up his kid locking her in that cage. So kind of awkward. Finn is going to try again on Monday, according to spoilers, trying to come up with a way to tell Steffy, but he just can't do it. And then spoilers for Wednesday have Poppy again begging Finn, don't tell anybody that you are Luna's father. And then spoilers from the promo have Finn talking to his mom, Lee Finnegan, who tells him she knows about him and her sister Poppy, but whatever she's referring to is not about Finn and her sister sleeping together. However, I do wonder if Poppy's pleas fell on deaf ears about keeping it a secret, because there's no way Finn's going to stay quiet. So I wonder if he may tell his mom, Lee Finnegan, about Luna first. Tell her before he tells Steffy, because Finn may want some advice about how to tell his wife, what kind of reaction to expect from Steffy, and just where to go from here. If Finn does tell Lee first, I could actually see her kind of agreeing with Poppy that maybe he shouldn't tell Steffy because this secret doesn't need to come out. Luna's in prison for life and it could blow his marriage apart. All right, our fifth and final prediction. Remy returns after Ivy and Electra's jewelry line launches. So in the brand new cast photo, which I still can't show you because they haven't released it in wide release. They only sent it to one outlet, but we've seen it and we saw that Christian Weissman is in with the other 22 primary cast members, the guy who plays Remy Price. And it's a brand new cast photo of people that are currently filming. So yeah, Remy is coming back. Last time we heard he was arrested off screen. That came from Will Spencer. And if you remember, it was the PR and all the media about Ivy and Electra's new jewelry line that first drew Remy to LA and let him know where she'd gone to. And then he got really jealous of her and Will, and he did that dirty Photoshop thing to her. But since he wasn't committing violent crimes and California doesn't seem to press charges that aggressively, I could totally see Remy being on the loose again very soon. And he definitely is still on the cast and is coming back. Friday spoilers say that they are celebrating the official launch of Ivy Forrester's jewelry line that Elektra helps design. It's a big deal at Forrester Creations by the end of this week. And I think it's the big PR splash for this launch that draws creeper Remy out of hiding and shows us that he is not over this obsession. Brad Bell said the guy is sticking around as part of the younger set, so Elektra may need to be on high alert soon. And I am personally cheering for Remy and Luna to meet and start some chaos.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.